Hi, welcome to my tutorial on rationalising surds. Now we've got two rules here for what we call rationalising the denominator. If you've got a fraction and it's in the form of a over root b, where the bottom part, the denominator, is a surd, what we need to do to rationalise that is to multiply the top and the bottom by root b. So the rule would be multiply the top by root b and multiply the bottom by root b. Very simple rule. Let's have a look and see how this works on an example here. Look at example 1 here. We've got 3 over the square root of 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to rationalise the denominator using our first rule. So here it says multiply the top and the bottom by root 5. So we're going to times this by root 5. We're going to times this by root 5. So on the top, we just end up with 3 root 5. We don't need to put the multiply in. On the bottom, we're going to have root 5 times root 5, which is root 25. Now from that, you should be able to see that the square root of 25 is 5. We can rationalise it. So our answer becomes 3 root 5 divided by 5. Note that the denominator now has been rationalised. Now that's very straightforward. The second law or rule is if we've got a over b plus root c, then we don't multiply it by b plus root c this time. We have to change the sign. So this time we multiply the top by b minus root c, and we multiply the bottom by b minus root c. That's going to cancel that bottom one out, as we'll see in a second. So look at this as a second example here. We've got root 5 over 3 plus root 5. So the first thing we need to establish is what are we going to multiply the top and the bottom by? We're going to multiply it by 3 minus root 5. So the top we multiply by 3 minus root 5, and the bottom we multiply by 3 minus root 5. Very simple to do on the top. Root 5 times 3 is just 3 root 5, and root 5 times minus root 5 is minus root 25. On the bottom we're going to have to do a little bit more work, but basically if we put this into our double brackets, 3 plus root 5 times 3 minus root 5, it's just like expanding double brackets. So let's do this. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times minus root 5 is minus 3 root 5. And then root 5 times 3 is plus 3 root 5. And finally, root 5 times minus root 5 is negative root 25. Now from this, it should be pretty clear to see that if you've got a negative 3 root 5 and you're adding a positive 3 root 5, or you're adding 3 root 5 to that, that cancels each other out. So they disappear. And all we're left with now is 9 take away 9 take away root 25, which is 5. So on the bottom, we're left with 9 take away 5. So what we end up with on the top, we're going to end up with 3 root 5 take away root 25, which is 5. And on the bottom, we're just going to end up with 9 take away 5, which is 4. And that's our answer simplified.